Innovative.
Innovative comedy.
I'm Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
That being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Don't be trying to show off your abdominals mid-drift. Distract me while I'm dropping gems. Like, we in here, innovative comedy, innovative culture. What's good?
And you already know the vibe. It's your favorite high. It's the purest, the dopest, the China White in the building. You already know where to find me on Instagram. That's THEE China White. Everything links in the bio.
Yeah.
But ding. Tony, it's only us today.
We here.
I think
Got
we should.
TV in the background.
Right?
Chilling. Studio audience.
I like when it's
We
only
have
us sometimes.
live studio audience.
I think when it's only us sometimes we should let people get to know who we are a little bit more.
Is this the
'Cause
regular
we always
convo?
talk about everybody else
That's
and
what's
what's
cool.
going on in the world. Now we get to talk about us.
How was y'all weekends or week to the
How was
weekend?
my week? I house sat for Zaga this weekend.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was. I just slept. It was great.
You throw a party, you throw a wild pool party. Didn't
No,
tell
there was a
nobody?
pool party already going on.
Oh, you were just like watching through the window.
Right.
It's just like up
Be
against the
there.
glass.
In the
Big
eyes
nose.
always
of
feel
an
like
angel.
somebody watching.
Or that one.
You got the little Jerry Curl in the white suit, just working. Just,
But yeah, it was a pretty chill. Oh no, you know what? I just played kickball yesterday.
oh, that sounds fun. I ain't played
Yeah.
that in a while.
And
That was
remember
always
how
my
I played?
favorite.
Remember how I played on our what would you call it? Our charity thing that we were doing?
Yeah.
Nigga. MVP right here. If y'all weren't there, y'all need to be.
Montel Vontavious
Y'all should have
Porter?
been. What?
Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP.
What is? Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay. Over my
Going
head.
to the topic.
Oh, shit. Damn, that just threw me off.
I
need to
know,
fix
me too.
something.
Oh,
My
yeah, yeah.
bad.
So we can just keep going
Dang.
in. Just talking. We just
What's-
gonna lead into.
I need the camera on you. Though.
Oh, okay.
Tony, what was that name?
Which Montel Vontavious Porter. He OG wrestler.
I was thinking, Maria Conchita.
You stupid.
Who's
and the
that?
way she was a dope actress, like a hot Latina. Yeah, she was the chick. I don't know if you watch Colors. You ever seen Colors?
I don't think so.
She's like the homegirl in Colors, like Sean Penn. Yeah, the cop was like trying to get her the whole movie and didn't know she was like she worked at like the taco spot, and then yeah, she was from the hood. She was from 2-1. So like when they like went in the house after it was a shootout, she like came out the bedroom with like the black homie from the hood, and he was kind of like, she's in a gang movie. She was in ain't she in fucking Running Man? Yeah, she's like with Arnold
don't know that one
Schwarzenegger.
either.
It's an old one of like Arnold Schwarzenegger's big 80s movies. Like she's in that. She's in a bunch of shit like 80s, 90s. I think she passed away a few years ago too. Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, I know. Wow.
Yeah, but she was like hot. She was a hot little item, a hot little number. That's how they always say it. You're a little hot little number. But yeah. Other than
Oh,
that,
better. I fixed it.
yeah. And we're
Yay,
back. It'd be like
Cam.
it's just a brief message for these technical.
We should have.
Like the little old 1963. Like, damn, like you couldn't find a new updated little. Yeah, it was a cool. My weekend was chill, just working like usual and watching weirdos and people move and just normal shit.
I bowled this weekend too. Bowled really well.
You got kickball, bowling.
Yeah, my body's hurting.
Activity.
I'm like, oh my god.
She
I'm
do
really,
activity.
I'm really about to be 30, and my body is hurting.
At least you ain't gonna fall apart because this motherfuckers that be 30 that's
Drug addicts, outta here.
I checked somebody's ID the other night, and I had to like catch my face. Like that nigga, he was with his girl. This nigga walked up. This nigga was born in. I was born in 81. This nigga was born in 87, and he looked like.
Older than you.
Like, and when it was to where I went and I told the bartender, and I was like, man, that nigga like, cause she was born, I
You have
think
to
in
tell
like
somebody.
90. She was born in like 92 or something. So I was like, bro, this nigga's only like 5 years older. She was like, who? Like she looked over him, looking for like who else was in the bar. Like who? Like where? I was like, the nigga in the blue jacket. And she like, and she just. like she had to catch herself and turn around because it was so jarring of like,
Yeah.
what have you, but he didn't look strung out. He was shaved but it was like, what have you been doing, nigga, in life to
Yeah.
where it's not just a like genetic thing where you look like you could be my grandpa, bro. Like, and
That's crazy.
Yo, you were born in '87.
Or what if he was a time traveler?
Yeah, that too. I be thinking that.
Have you seen those that are going around? The dude that has a shed in his backyard, and he has the little cam things. I don't know what to believe anymore, but for real, he had caught a dude on camera
Just
going
landing?
to his shed. No, going to his shed, and then never leaving the shed. And then it was like days. I think it was just a day or maybe a few days. Don't quote me, but he then came out, but he was like a super old dude. So now his thing, he's like, he has to be a time traveler. It's crazy. Time traveling has been a topic of conversation.
Yeah, I watched
lately.
I watched the Y Files. It's a show, and it's like they've addressed. It's a dude that he kind of created something, and it was weird because it was even footage of him or like pictures of this dude. And I like the show because they debunk all the fake shit, and they'll be like, we can't. There's no way to debunk this. If it has to either be true or it's just some really good shit we can't detect. And the dude had like a cell phone in his hand, but he's like in like it looks like the Peaky Blinders era.
Yeah.
And he's like walking, and he clearly
Yeah.
has like a cell
See,
phone
but
in his
that's
hand,
hard,
and
too.
he's
That's
like
what I'm
looking.
saying, because all this editing is getting
And that
better
too.
and better. The
But it's a
AI
lot of these
shit.
pictures were out before we had. I mean, we've always had AI. It just before shit is at the level it's at now. There's a lot of like the picture of the nigga that was calling a time traveler that looked like Jay-Z. Like about what that was like. That picture came out at least the pictures from the 30s, and the nigga sitting on a stoop, and
No, I'm tripping off the one they said was his son.
Oh, that little tweaker
With
looking
the
dude
little,
with the
he got the
mohawk,
little sag in the
yeah,
back.
he looked a little off, and he kind of sounded like that nigga too. That was the cold part.
Y'all seen the Will Smith and Martin Lawrence one?
Whatever.
With the AI,
oh
the
yeah,
guys that have
like the
been doing
Brazilian, Colombian looking niggas or whatever they was.
that shit is so
I thought
funny
that shit
to
was
me.
real for a minute too. The way they was looking, I was like, I looked at it and it was kind of like.
I thought they did a face swap, but then I'm like, nah, I still don't really
I
look
really
like
thought
either
that-
one of them.
At
You know?
first, I low key thought it really was them. The way they were like kind of looking, but then the way they were like sitting in the street, I'm like, these niggas, this ain't Will. And
They
these niggas was
just
like,
standing there?
Then
No.
it's like 3-4 videos like it with them.
Yeah,
it's like when they were
it's a
like on the
thing now.
sidewalk.
It's a thing now. They've made a whole
Like,
bunch of
yeah.
videos. They're actually, they're pretty funny. But it's that scary
Yeah,
to know that we can do that.
People can rob a bank or do some fuck shit and use your voice or use like I don't know. Is this even some dude got caught up? What was the nigga Sharp? And I guess the chick, one of the podcaster chicks he was messing with, and she played like audio, and he's like, "I care for you," and it was like but he's supposed to be a pimp, and now he's famous for like grilling chicks on his show, checking fake pimps, and so she's like, "Well, look, I love you, girl, and I care for you," like. And then he went on the show on the live and went off because he's like, "That's not fucking me." Like,
Oh,
So
damn,
people are kinda like,
and
is
I
that-
believe it because they can do that.
and they
now.
can do shit now with your voice,
And-
especially if she's talked to you that much and she a sneaky bitch and just
Right.
record your voice.
Yeah,
she can
that's
make
it.
you say anything.
Yep.
So they back in 20 years ago when Isaac Hayes left South Park, because he left over like religious reasons because they kept making fun of Scientologists and he was a Scientologist, but that was like 2005 or something. They was like, if hardly sooner or earlier, they were like, we have enough vocal footage of this dude to where we can make him say anything. You've been chef for like 10 years at this point. So like they literally had enough of his voice to where when he left the show, they never had to bring him back, and Chef was still on the show till it ended.
Yep.
They said that
And there's
themselves.
people who can like actually what is the word I'm looking for? Impersonate
Yeah.
people. Like
You can
with
get a
their
motherfucker,
voice
yeah.
and sound exactly like them
Yeah, but
motherfuckers.
when you get like trademarks and licensing and things
Yeah.
like that, it's for not just you to do it, right? It's like for the likeness as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said with the AI shit, if they're taking your voice through the AI, it's like it's still some type of release gotta get put out based off of that because they're using your original voice for the stamps, to make that.
Mm-hmm.
You know who did Hulk Hogan's voice on the old Hogan cartoon? When Hogan had a cartoon in the 80s?
Oh,
It's weird, you'll never fucking guess. Just God, what's his name? I can always forget his name. But from everybody loves Raymond, his brother, the big tall dude with the deep voice.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, he was Fatso in Casper. Like he has like, but that nigga was Hulk Hogan in the '80s. Like as a kid, I used to watch. I didn't know that shit till like last week. And I
He probably did a lot of cartoons.
And he said because he was like I was a stand up comedian. I was like 27, but he was like I had a deep voice, and I was kind of known for my deep voice. So everybody just started kind of like me.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the type of shit you're supposed to be doing.
I mean,
like
hey.
you said,
Right.
you go into the animation studio, right? And now you there for about like 5-6 hours, and you doing like 3 different characters for all these different, you know what I'm saying?
Like Uncle
Just
Phil.
reading scripts.
Like Uncle Phil, he did a few.
Yeah.
Other than just Shredder. Like he did it was one more. I just watched this whole shit and they were like voice actors and
Well,
people that were like
speaking of
super famous.
the licensing and stuff like that, like you were saying, right? James Earl Jones, I saw he had signed all of his voice, everything over to
For, like, the
George
Lion
Lucas.
King?
No, for Darth Vader.
That's why it was a white dude playing him.
But in order, like, to still be able to use it even after he died.
After he died, yeah.
So it's okay for them to use that AI and everything because he already released it over to him. And they made that kind of clear in the paper. You know what I'm
They
saying?
probably dropped a bag on that nigga
So-
too for that. Like to get your voice. Imagine like Morgan
Like, we got
Freeman
your voice forever, no matter what. Darth
Imagine
Vader's
getting
always going to live.
Imagine getting Morgan Freeman voice forever.
I think they got it already.
Yeah, like he's still like
The
nigga,
progressive
you'd
guy.
have to give him like $400 million for that. Like you'd have to give him some outrageous number because that's what he does, and he's not just that. He's an
But
still
there's
an
so many
actor.
loopholes that's not even going to happen.
Shit.
Especially if it's like, because you know when you post on Instagram,
They own your shit now.
not own it, but anybody, it's open to the public.
That's true.
Anybody can use your photos for anything without asking, without you suing.
But low
because
key,
you're
like
posting it to
everything
public.
now, it's like that. Like you see
Scary.
Kendrick Lamar kind of like made it a little more popular to do things like that by releasing all of the rights to public domain for Not Like Us.
Yeah, that's why you can see like I was watching Back on Fig last week, and they was like doing a little Seawalk contest type shit. But when it was live, even like the first couple hours when the show was posted, they first started to corrupt Seawalk. And he was like, this is what we used to walk to. And then from that, he put Not Like Us, and it was fucking it up. So then the rebroadcast, Seawalk is just edited out. The scene is still in there where they walking, but it's just muted. But Not Like Us still came on.
Because
and they
you're not gonna get flagged
And I was
for it.
wondering
Anybody
about that.
can post the content.
That's why it went
and
viral like it went, and like all over the fucking globe.
Smart.
Nigga, it's super smart.
He didn't think about like, oh, I need to make money off of this. Oh, I need to
Nah, he was
make this a
touching the
popular
culture.
song.
Yeah,
Let's
he
chip
was
into
touching
that.
the
We're gonna
culture.
open this
Now-
up. Everybody
bet
started
you-
doing a remix to it.
And I bet you too, like a lot of people are now listening to all of his other music that he is getting paid for. Because I ain't gonna
Definitely.
cap. 'Cause I have.
It was niggas
I
at
ain't gonna
the
cap. I'm like, damn, this
it's
nigga
niggas
really
at the
is
bar
a
playing,
fucking
and it's the niggas
musical
known that
genius.
But then they got the show coming up too.
like yeah. You see, he just did
Yep.
and he just did
Crazy.
the college.
Oh, I
Did
love
you see the speech he did
smart-ass
at the
shit like
college?
that.
I think what was that
Marketing.
yesterday or Saturday, and he spoke at the graduation. Like he doing shit like, and it's not like he's doing it because he put Not Like Us out. This nigga has been doing this, and
But
what is it-
it's
what's the
more of a
word?
spotlight on it now because of all the attention that the battle got. You know, a lot of more people are looking at him all over again.
He's a real philanthropist. I'll say that, and he's been that for like Compton, especially LA niggas, for a long time.
And you know,
so-
people, a
I
lot of
love
people's
that.
attention
He does
spans
it
be real
because he does it.
short, right? So they'll see like, okay, this is what everybody's talking about on the news right now, so we're gonna listen to whatever the fuck going on right here. And then, okay, oh well, Kendrick and Drake, oh shit, well, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I feel like it blew up the way that it did. Now, if something else happened tomorrow, and it's gonna be some shit that the masses all fucking buy into, then we gotta be ready for that because the culture be shifting like that real quick.
super.
I see
fucking
that shit
fast.
happen every day. It's been happening for years.
But did you over the weekend? Did you see Drake pop up at his son's soccer game? And he was dressed like
Oh, the outfit that he had on.
The Carlton Banks / I got drafted in 2003's NBA draft with Carmelo Anthony and D Wade.
He had
Looking ass nigga.
the country club fit on.
Like I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress, nigga. He had that.
What
nigga.
kind of sweater? what kind of sweater did he have
This
on?
nigga's
A cardigan.
A cardigan.
He had a V-neck, deep V, the double V. You have to,
with his
you have to
titties
say.
out?
That nigga had. You have to say it with the French accent. Double V, the double V. Like it was a deep V, but it was like, but it was the caption. That's what made the picture. It was, of course, he looked goofy as always, but what made it go viral was, we not worried about one trick ponies. Talking about Kendrick, while Kendrick is speaking to a fucking college, giving them niggas like a speech that they ain't gonna never forget. You finally playing dad on a soccer field when Pusha T had to actually put out that you had a kid and you weren't acknowledging. Now you wanna. It's like, that's why we don't like you, nigga. And it wasn't. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that don't like you right now because of Kendrick, that are just like, I'm a Kendrick fan, or that wasn't, and just like, this shit is hard and you are whack. Or
whack.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
but then
whack.
there's people
Have
like
never
me
been a fan of this
that
man.
there was people like me that knew he was whack, and then I agreed that he had some dope songs here and there. Like I feel like that's what makes me a hater, if I really don't like you,
Right.
But I do like this shit, and you got some songs I fuck with, but I really don't like you.
That's how I.
And then it's like, so I'll give you the credit for those songs, but then it's like, to me, what you just did over the weekend with that picture is like why we don't fucking like you. You're not, and to me, it speaks to a larger thing of, it's nothing wrong with getting your bag, because there's people like, well, he's still gonna get his money. There's people that don't like him, like, hey, he's still gonna make his bread, and
not
that's
the point.
good.
That's
and
not the
it's
point.
and that's not the point. It's like, to me, okay, it's like Bill Gates had all the fucking money in the world, but he never said he was the realest nigga in the world, or the coolest, or I'm the smartest nigga. He was just, I'm rich. I am the richest motherfucker around right now. Bill Gates, what was the other dude? The Apple. Steve Jobs, all these dudes, Stephen Hawkins, these dudes are like sitting on, but it's not maybe because there's old white guys, but it's a thing. Getting money don't make you fucking cool. It just makes you the richest nigga in the room, and you can brag on that. But when you shift to, nigga, I'm the realest, and that's where I think Drake fucked up and got us fucked up, of certain people trying to believe that you was none of this. You was just the richest nigga, and we've allowed rich niggas now to tell us they're the coolest nigga when there's other cool niggas around us,
Right.
like Kendrick,
Right.
that just keeps his mouth shut, and niggas think you scared, and then when you actually flash on
Yep.
niggas, he's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, no, I was letting you niggas live and minding my business, but you got out of pocket because you think money allows
Yep.
you to get out of pocket.
To me, Drake is like that one white kid on the team where his parents pay him to be on the field.
Yeah. And it's like the ref, they cuss the ref out if he like don't give you enough time, or the coach.
That's who Drake is.
And it's just an epidemic of this is with him, with niggas like academics. That's funny, it's when I said an epidemic, but it's academics, Flacco. There's a lot of like Whack 100. I'll say it like Whack. There's a lot of dudes online right now that have money out the ass, and they're weird ass like lames, and then they're listened to by real niggas for some reason because, oh, this nigga can put me in position, or this nigga can.
It be them positions though.
Pause.
Like that's what I was about. Yeah.
No, did
I was in my head when I said it. Before I even said it, I was gonna go there, but I was like, let me just not make a joke because I'm trying to make a point. But I just
Too
let
late.
it ride. Pause.
Too late.
But it's this thing with academics. You see academics now, I'm the realest nigga, and I'm this dude. You sit in a basement in a gamer chair, getting drunk off a bottle of Hennessy because you scared to go outside because you can't go to clubs because you've talked so much shit about the dudes your age from Chicago, New York, LA, to where when they see you, they either press you or it ends up looking and you don't look like a real nigga. Like you have to go off on chicks. I'm a real nigga. I got money. It's like these dudes, this is the same thing with Diddy. It's like all of this just connects from Drake, Diddy, Act, Flacco, Whack. We're allowing dudes that have status and money, and that's cool and that's respectable that you worked and got that, but that don't like give you a right. Like Flacco's like, I'm the voice of the LA streets. Like, bro, You wear like Jesus sandals and meat and thigh
First
high
off,
shorts.
I wear Jesus.
But you're a fucking female. That's normal. This nigga's like talking about he's talking about gang politics and he's not even from LA. And he's like a
gang
weirdo.
politics and Jesus sandals.
And
Kinda
Bermuda
Pimp C would be
shorts.
so disappointed.
Yeah, super. Fucking nigga.
I don't know. That's kind of gangster though. That's real life gangster.
Bermuda shorts and skin tight and be stuttering like what you talking about. I'm the voice of LA streets, but that's because money. Even a person like Adam, you look at the no jumper situations. It's money and status is just like I'm allowed to say this about whoever because It's just very weird. This point we're at. So where Diddy is like he was never a real nigga.
Well, I think the issue is more than anything is like niggas is watching that shit. So the fact that motherfuckers are still buying into it and listening to what they gotta say, and you know, like giving that type of attention to that platform, then so be it. So,
and it just seems awkward of like, it's weird. And just like I said, the shit with Harvard revoking and taking back Diddy's honorary degree, like yesterday or Saturday. And it's like, bro, why did this nigga even have an honorary degree from Harvard? And he didn't go to Harvard.
Because he donated some money to him.
Yeah, and it's like, but that's the point of money, again, doesn't make you a Harvard. What the fuck? It's just
it gave him status.
And that's where, and now they have to take back the status because they realize, why the fuck did we give him this status? And, like...
Money rules all evil.
And so it just gets weird to the point of like, all right, like
that's everywhere. Same thing with Diddy.
Yeah, it's I don't know, bro. It's awkward. Shit just is weird at this point, and it's a lot of weird shit going on where we're like, and you seem like the weirdo or the hater for calling it out, but it's like this is like not normal. A nigga standing on a soccer field dressed like Carlton Banks on a boat, talking about a nigga from Compton is a one-trick pony is not normal. You see what I'm saying? Like that's where we are now. A nigga with a sweater tied around with big ass slacks on, trying to hide his BBL. He's literally wearing big ass. That's what makes it even funnier. Like everything these niggas said about you was 100% true, and it's weird because I went back and listened to his last diss to Kendrick before Not Like Us came out. It's like comedic. It's very fucking bad. Like I really like not even on the hate. And it's like the way he's even rapping. It was like, okay, of course you didn't know what was coming, but like, bro, you really thought this was a game or you was built to do what you would, and that's what happened an hour after you put this bullshit out, and the world is still dancing and. Niggas flash mob.
Still laughing at you.
Niggas is still like, and now you're like standing there while he was like walking with his hand. He was like walking through a crowd of people on the soccer field, and his little boy's like running. It was like, bro, you paid a photographer to come take a picture of you and your kid to just do damage control while you're still trying to take shots at the nigga that already put you in a body bag. Just let it go. That's just, I don't know. It just seems like we're in a very sticky situation. It's just weird. No Diddy.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Diddy. So speaking of Diddy, you think anything's gonna happen to Diddy?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, everybody.
You think so?
Look at
I think he has too much money.
If they put Epstein, and even if he got out or got killed, they put that nigga on trial and in jail. They put Harvey Weinstein on trial and in jail. It's white dudes. They might not get sentenced or have to, but motherfuckers get pressed.
Yeah, but you think they really
He gonna
died?
get pressed.
I don't think Epstein's really dead.
Getting pressed with extra
I think
starch.
they just
Extras.
I
He
think
gonna
they're
get
just
the
hiding.
It's
the
just
lemon
he's getting,
scent.
he's that was the best. But
The lemon scent.
he just getting his nigga wake up call. That's what Paul Mooney always said to shit. Niggas think they different or I'm special. The rules don't apply to me. I'm part of the club. And Star, nigga I listened to for years, Star has always said when niggas get in the fold with like white people or just these clubs and they think they're different, like the same white people, their antennas go up as like they look at you more like, oh, you think you're different. and you're always the first person they're gonna make an example of. And you've seen that with OJ. He thought he was different. Diddy thought he was different. It's like countless niggas.
Name some more.
Michael Jackson thought he was different. Michael Jackson thought he was different.
All right, come on, keep going.
R. Kelly thought he was different. You see what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers that really they get close and be like.
It'd be like some of them that they take for. I don't know if y'all
6ix9ine.
remember. Remember Ron Isley went down for the tax evasion.
But he was. That was
Wesley
was different.
Snipes went down for the tax evasion.
Okay, it was two different situations. Ron Isley was cashing his dead brother's checks that has the same name because Ron Isley's like Ron Isley the third or fourth. So all the other the Isley brothers are all Ron Isley.
That's
so
crazy.
one of his brothers that died, Ron Isley the second, or like
What about the one that played
Ernie?
guitar?
That's Ernie.
Yeah,
That's
that nigga
Ernie
got
Isley.
a different name.
That's what most.
He said all of them got
like
the same
majority
name,
of them
man.
niggas
Call
are
them
Ron
Charles
Isley.
Isley.
There's like a Ron Isley the fourth. So it's a Ron. That means it's a Ron Isley, a junior, second, third.
So you got Ronnie, you got Ron.
Ron.
All that are
Ron.
brothers? That
Yeah.
is a narcissistic ass
Shit,
man.
George Foreman named
Maybe the
all
mama
his
did.
sons. George
What
Foreman.
if her name was
named
Ronisha?
Ronnie.
This is crazy.
Well, George Foreman named all 7, 8 of his sons George Foreman. All of them. Like so.
That is insane.
And that's
And
Kings.
you learn something new
That's what
every day.
That's what Kings.
The
That's
fuck?
what like royalty used to do. So you stay in the lineage, but that's why it'd be like King George the First, King George the Eighth. It'd be like all them niggas is like either brothers or cousins, but they were all like in a.
I
so,
did not know that. I thought
yeah.
it just meant like
That's why like the
dad,
third.
and then the next one.
The
and
third
next
is
one, and
usually the
next one.
grandson of the original holder. So if it's Tony, then Tony.
what I'm
Foreman
saying.
named
Tony
his daughter
I didn't know
Jr.
that. I didn't know
that
that
would
you
be
could-
TJ.
I didn't
George
know that
Foreman
you could
named his
still
daughter
do that
George.
within
Yeah.
siblings, though. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That's where it's
Ew,
mostly
I would
done.
hate
It's
that.
that's it'll be Tony Jr., TJ. It'll be TJ and then T3.
Trey.
Yeah, Trey. And then it would be the fourth. And then from it just keeps
Four
going.
is a hard ass name too.
Yeah.
Like just off tops. 4.
It's us, but
That's
yeah,
just
that's
like-
just so. But he was cashing his brother's checks who had passed away like in the 90s and was like his checks were coming royal to whatever. I think it was his SSI checks too. That's why
crazy.
that was the whole tax. It was just a bunch of shit Ron Isley had did that why he ended up in a fucking cell for like 4 or 5 years. And then Wesley Snipes was just trying to do that same shit Lauryn Hill and what's the other nigga? I think Danny Aiello did it and fucking Nicolas Cage. They were like, oh, we are part of a religion or something. Like, we don't have to pay taxes. Like, we identify as, like, nigga, you identify as an inmate. They're going to put your ass away if you making hundreds of millions of dollars and you trying not to pay taxes. So, that's how that happened. So, but, hey, she said you learn something every day.
Right. What else did you want to talk about? Hey, before you start talking about what else you want to talk about, though, can I get one of them cookies?
There you go.
We
Shit,
just sharing
can,
stacks all over the
You got a
place.
game for us.
Yeah,
Huh?
we can get to the game.
You
got
want
a
to do the
game
game?
for us?
See how much me and Tony are synced?
In sync. It's in the game.
Ingenuity.
Hey, this cookie's
Ingenuity.
soft. Thanks, TB. That's one from TB.
Yeah.
Ooh, it smell good.
Got oatmeal. That's like breakfast right now.
It is, and it's fire. Okay, so the game we're gonna play, and I got coffee.
And
Anyway.
I got a whole meal.
Right? So the game we're gonna play, say the same thing, right? So me and Tony are gonna say the same thing. We're gonna try to say the same thing and see how long it takes us to match the words together to
Complimentary.
say the same thing. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So I'll do the countdown. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then we say the name. We say a word. Okay. Let's see. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Smoke.
Sky.
Ooh, both S's. That was close.
I already know my next one.
Oh shit, I don't. Okay. 3, 2, 1. High.
Clouds.
Damn. Okay.
High
That's
clouds.
yeah. We're here. Okay, hold on.
Sky high. I'm telling you, it's already
Okay.
like,
Okay. Let's see. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Fall.
Float.
Oh my God.
Close, similar.
Opposite.
That was the
Yeah, it's
opposite. that
that
was
is
fall
like-
and float. That was
is
crazy.
like, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. My heart's all pounding. I'm the anxiety because I'm competitive. I'm like, okay,
She's like, this shit is getting real.
Okay.
Like,
3, 2, 1.
Plane.
Autumn. Okay, that was weird.
okay.
Wait, what did you say?
I didn't even know what I was
I
gonna
don't know.
say till I got
Me
to you got to
neither.
like 1. I was like, oh shit, she's counting.
Autumn, plane. Okay, 3, 2, 1. October.
Season. Halloween season.
October is a season.
Wait,
there's
nah,
a
look, see?
okay. 3, 2, 1. Halloween.
Halloween.
Boom! Yes, that did not take
And
that long either.
I was either gonna say I was either gonna say Michael Myers, Jamie Lee Curtis, or Halloween. Just after you said October, those
That
were
was
like,
actually
and I
really
just settled
good.
on Halloween.
That was
dope.
fun.
That
That
was
was
a good
fun.
one.
All right, you
All
and
right.
Cam. You and Cam.
Let's go.
Let's see. Let's see. Who's gonna count down?
You count.
Want me to count down?
Yeah.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Swisher.
What?
Oh, shit.
You
Were
about
you
to
gonna say
Swisher?
that?
Yeah.
It did. He said short.
See, I'm up in here. I'm up in here.
But when he said it, it
You
threw
played
me
the
off
game
because I'm
right.
like,
You played the game right. That's how I played too, though.
That's
Really,
great. That's dope.
to think how the other person would think.
I already knew. Like that's because that's the first thing I thought when I just looked at.
That's
the nigga.
exactly what I
Swisher.
did. That's why I said smoke, because I was like, this nigga gonna
Nigga
say something about weed.
And I said
That-
high or sky. Yeah, it was sky.
That was good.
That was dope. That was a good
he
game. We're
said-
gonna have to probably
he
play
said
that every week.
sure.
She was like, what the fuck? Like that shit just melted his brain real quick. Like, oh hell no. This nigga, I'm up in here.
He
This
didn't
nigga's
even
a
believe
vampire.
it. He said,
Like, what were you going to say? Something, Cam? Like, nigga, like an old vampire and shit, already reading your thoughts.
that was funny. That was good.
That's
that was
super
really
funny.
good.
That was
That's a
fun.
good
Yeah,
fun
you know, that's why we have to do that
team
weekly.
bonding exercise. Anyways, back to my fucking cookie. Y'all did good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was-
waiting to
I
finish
thought it was
smoking
gonna
it.
take us a little bit.
Like, who's gonna be here? Like, look,
Yeah.
the game go.
Yeah.
That's when you tired of it, nigga. You like, look, nigga, the whole body just be more like, oh,
That was
this nigga,
good. I'm
this
so proud of
nigga.
us.
That shit was fun.
That was good. I'm very proud.
Yeah, so yeah, that's. I don't know. This week's been a cool little everything. You know, everything's been solid. Got some shows coming up. Still doing a Steven's Steakhouse show. That's gonna be
Stevens. Wait,
cool. Stevens Steakhouse.
Stevens Steakhouse.
It's in like Orange County. I've never been there, but everybody I've been telling, that's where they're like, oh, I love Stevens. So I was like, it's a cracking little spot.
Stevens got the steak.
Yeah,
over
and I
there.
guess it's like kind of a club, lounge, restaurant type. I don't know.
So we can
it's
sit
gonna-
down and order food?
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's a stage, so it's gonna be
You
crazy.
get some steaks.
I might get a steak because I ain't had one in a while. I kind of took a break. I was making steaks like every other day. I was just
Damn, my nigga was you was out there
Niggas.
grilling them or what you like?
I was just like
making it-
searing them.
How do you like your steak cooked?
I used to be well done, probably like every black person on earth. And then I went after I
That was me.
first had like prime rib, and it was like that shit looked bloody. And the dude was like, it's
Bloody.
supposed to. He was like, it's supposed to look like that, but then it's because it's just bright red, the actual meat. But then it's cooked, but it's so when I tasted that shit was good as fuck.
Yeah,
And then
same.
so it's just kind of, I'll do my steaks kind of like just a little bloody, not like even gray, but I want that layer to be
Medium
cooked.
well.
Yeah, medium well. I'll do that. I don't like it when it's still like crunchy. I get like but it's because it's not. And then I
This
found out
nigga
that's
said
not even
cook it,
blood.
but not all the way.
Yeah, just leave me a little pink. Pause. Hey, leave me a little pink.
That was crazy.
Let me in the pink.
That was crazy.
I should have said, let me in the pink.
That was crazy.
He said leave him a little bit.
All I
Save
thought
some
of was
for
a
later.
dog's little red rocket. That
Might
was
want some-
crazy.
might want to shave. Might want to shave somebody else. Never know. I think they never know.
What?
That's just hilarious. But I do like I like it like a little, because it's not even blood. It's like some type of fluid. It's like mostly water.
That's nasty.
It's mostly like water and like and like and preservatives to keep the meat actually. That's why when you cook it, if you don't see blood come out in the skillet, it's always water comes out. Think about it. When you cook like a piece of meat, it don't
No, it
start
be
bleeding.
bloody.
Like it don't like run blood. It's that liquid, that water, and then that is mixed with, and that runs out and it just bubbles away. You don't have like bloody gravy left in the fucking skillet. Like, think about it. Next time you make a burger or a pizza, steak or something, that's something that's bloody. It don't leave like,
It cooks.
but it turns to water. You see it. It literally turns clear as it's cooking, because it's like blood wouldn't do that.
Anyways, I don't like blood. I'm not a fan of blood. I don't like thinking about blood. I don't like watching
wouldn't-
movies that have
you
blood.
wouldn't be
with
a
whole bunch of
phlebotomist?
blood. No.
You wouldn't
None of that is nasty. It's
Anesthesiologist?
disgusting. When I go get my blood drawn too, I don't even like to look. I don't like to see the
You want to
blood.
know people? I'll be like,
I can't.
I'd be like,
cannot.
look,
I watch them stick me because I like needles and I like, I don't know, it's weird, awkward. But I don't like the sight of blood, the smell of blood. Like even, I know I'm a woman, I got to deal with that shit. But that's like that's it. I ain't dealing
she
with
said,
that.
I
after
got to
that.
deal with that shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit's nasty. Y'all want to play another game?
Let's go. It's activities.
Let's play Never Have I Ever. Da-na-na. We can play the shorter version though. We can just do 5 hands so we don't have to. We can keep
5
utilizing.
hands.
I mean, sorry,
5 hands.
5 fingers.
I was like, damn, that's a lot of hands. I was just like, looking
All
like,
right, I'm gonna just keep one hand down there. I got the other phone.
Yeah, you guys ready?
yeah.
Okay, I'll start since it was my idea. Never have I ever. Oh God, I don't want
Yeah.
to like incriminate you guys, so let me like,
Man, that's
yeah. You feel what I'm
statute of
saying?
limitations.
Exactly.
That shit that expired. That shit.
Now I don't know because I don't want to tell on you guys
You wanted to
because I
play
was
this
gonna
game.
go crazy. I
This is
know,
what
but I
you
was gonna
wanted.
go wild.
You
But
here, you got to walk through that door.
okay,
I feel just, I don't know,
what?
trying to hold my hand up.
Well, you don't have to hold it all the
Okay.
way. You just gotta keep telling, like, we'll be like, all right, who
I'll
put a
keep
finger
track.
down? Yeah, you feel me? Okay, let me go. Okay, aha! I know how I can. Well, okay, I'm gonna still do it anyways. Never have I ever been to jail. Got it. Not even like arrested. Not even like
Not
held for. Is that too
detained.
much information?
Not detained.
Yeah, it was. There you go. I would never have I ever been detained.
Okay, is my turn or Tony's turn?
Either
Your
one.
turn.
No, it's your turn.
No, it's
Did
your
you guys
turn.
have to put a finger down? You're supposed to let people know when you have to put a finger down.
No.
Yes. You never been. You had to too. Yeah. Pew, pew. I played this game right. Go ahead. Whew.
Can it just be some random shit or do it gotta be?
Yep. No. It can
Okay.
anything. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Um,
It don't have to be bad. It don't have to. It could be funny. It could be nasty. It could be super random. It could be the dumbest shit in the world.
never have I ever eaten beets.
That's a good one because I love beats.
I like Beats by Dre.
This nigga.
I like mustard on the beat.
Mustard on the beet. Oh,
What about Michael Jackson's "Beat It"? Let's try to keep going.
come on, Tony. Come on. Tell her you like beets.
All right, so that's
It's your turn.
This game is so funny when you actually love your friends.
let's see.
Off camera, I'll be going in on y'all.
Say it into the mic.
Never have I ever went skydiving.
That's a good one, but
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
I
been
haven't been
skydiving
either.
either.
Okay.
But I do want to go. I might have to do that for my 30th. It sounds fun. Okay, that was good. Those was good. Never have I ever drove a motorcycle.
Okay.
But
I haven't either.
Damn.
I've driven like scooters. It's
Yeah.
like
A motorcycle. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I would
Scooter
call
don't-
it
scooter, moped.
like
don't
a
count.
moped. Nah, I mean like a motorcycle. Like I've done a moped before. I mean like a motorcycle, like 2 wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what.
You have
3.
this nigga. 3. Yep, you better lose. I'm still at 5, guys. Oh no, I'm 4 because beats. Okay, go ahead.
And 4 because beats.
Because I be yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever lived out of state.
Yeah.
I have.
I like visited
Now
for
he's
like a
coming for
long
me. I
time.
feel
But
felt
I
attacked.
mean,
Is that
I felt
living?
attacked.
I
That's
feel
why
like
was
after a month, it's like you
so,
kind of
hey,
like
I've
there.
been out there for like three months before. Like,
Yeah, so
I
So,
feel attacked.
so I got one left.
Now I'm about to go for Tony.
Tony said I got one left.
Never have I ever.
No, it was Tony's turn, wasn't it?
Is it?
Oh, it
Oh yeah,
is.
you're right. Sorry, I was trying to get him out. I was
Look,
ready.
it's
You
been
know,
a
you feel
rush
me?
me to the end.
I was ready. Out.
Never have I ever. Damn. Been in a helicopter.
That's a good one too. Damn, why I can't think of those when it's my
I ain't
turn?
never been in one.
I haven't either. That's a good one. But yours kind of there's a good answer, like never have I ever's, but you're not getting anybody out here, so
Yeah.
you're not. Yeah. Anyways,
It's like a double-edged sword.
You gotta say some shit that you know that he's done that you.
that's what
haven't
I
done.
do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do at least. That's how I play. I'm trying to get y'all out on purpose. Like I said, because I'm coming for you, Tony, because you only got one more. Never have I ever.
Yeah, I'm coming for your soul.
Your soul is mine.
No! You just start screaming.
Doo, 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 doo.
Fight.
I still got 4 fingers.
4?
Yeah, I only missed the first one.
Really? Are you sure?
Uh huh.
Fuck that shit. I might have to come for you then, because
Coming
you
for
got
your
4
soul.
left. He only got 1. You're possible to get his one out. You done fucked up.
I know
Cam.
what to
I'm
do to
coming
get
for you.
his. So
Oh. Damn.
Right, I know,
I'm like,
right?
what is
I'm
it? I'm like,
gonna
what
leave
is
it. I'm gonna leave it for Cam. Okay. Never have I ever, fuck. Never have I ever DJ'd a party. Boom.
okay, well, I'll DJ the party.
Right.
I'll DJ the party.
Okay, go Cam.
I'll
Because I
I'll
would.
DJ the party.
Oh, well,
So
you're
you
out
out.
now.
Oh, shit.
What were you gonna say though? I wasn't trying to get him. I was just.
Never have I ever been to Gary, Indiana.
And that's where I was at for 3 months.
Exactly. That was just gonna follow up.
That's where I was at for like 3-4 months. Like, that's crazy.
I know I have for sure haven't been there.
I was
That's
like-
funny. That's funny.
I'd have been like, I should have been like, never, ever. Well, no, yeah.
So can I still say it?
Oh, yeah, fuck it. It's over. That was a good one. I like that.
That's funny. Yeah,
So I won?
I guess.
Did I win?
No, because we were tied.
No, it wasn't. I still
No,
had
he had.
4.
No,
You
Oh,
had,
no,
yeah.
the DJing one.
You had.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
She got me on the DJ.
But
one.
it's okay, Cam,
She
because
hit
I love
everybody
you.
with that one.
Well, I didn't win then.
It was a zinger.
Tony lost. That's all.
That's all that matters.
Tony lost.
He's out of here. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The nigga that snatched your soul and ran. The music still playing behind him like Radio Raheem.
I just watched that shit the other day too. That was like one of my favorite movies.
Do the
You
Right
ever seen
Thing?
Do the Right Thing?
No.
You should really watch it. It's free on YouTube right now. They just put it up. It was on like Tubi a couple months ago, and it's usually on HBO Max and shit. Stars. It's Spike Lee's like third movie, I believe.
Hey, yo, Sal. Why you ain't got no brothers on the wall?
Hey, yo, Sal, we gonna boycott your fat pasta eating ass. Like, he was like,
That
he-
movie's crazy, yeah.
It's, honestly, I look at it as the first Friday. Like, if you look at, like, when I first watched Friday, and I like when Friday first came out and it was a shit, and I like,
Yeah, it's a whole day
it
of
takes place
shit going on.
one
yeah.
day. It's just the East Coast Friday. It takes place on one block, and it's all the characters same. You got the alcoholics in front of the liquor store, the business owner that owned the pizza shit, the delivery, his sons, the black kid that worked there, that's Spike Lee, and then the Koreans that own the shop, and then it's just everybody in the apartments on that block. So it's this nigga sitting out on their steps, and it just take place. The cops rolling up, fucking with people, and then it's like the same shit. It's funny and it's a good movie and it's amusing, and then it just get real as fuck at the end, just like Friday. Friday was amusing and it's funny, and then it just got real as fuck at the end. They start dumping at Smokey, and then he got a fade with Debo, and then you're about to shoot this nigga, and his dad got to give him a speech.
Then they tell him the message. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally, but this came out in '89, and it was like considered one of the greatest movies, and it should have won an Oscar, but it didn't even get nominated. And I think that year they nominated Glory. I think Denzel, no, he didn't win. He didn't even win because he didn't win until Training Day. That's why Jadakiss in the song always say like why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it because he should have got it that year. Like it was just so many. The Oscars kind of always looked over.
Guy in Glory.
Yeah, in Glory he was pretty much a runaway slave.
Yeah.
That was fighting for the
He
North.
played a hero.
But he was a rebel. All the other slaves were kind of like Denzel was like, fuck this. Like, yeah, I'm fighting for y'all, but y'all ain't gonna have me. Like, I might as well still be a slave if I'm up north and y'all still treating me like shit.
I could get shot out here with y'all. At least over there, I know I do my job. I'm good.
I'm good. So even in that was a scene where everybody was like, he should have got the Oscar. That's what made him. He was already famous, but when they like whipped him and he just like stared at the nigga and was like, everybody was just looking like all the other slaves, ex-slaves that shit is a great movie. Glory is good, but that just got the nomination that year. But everybody was like, that should have even won. So Spike Lee.
But you gotta think of like, man, these are the people that they're trying to impress to get these awards. Like the people behind the committees and shit like that. You know, they provide the nominations, and then it's like it's not really the fans who all decide who the winner is. It's still coming from within.
Even the critics
like that.
Even Siskel and Ebert. Even was like this shit. It was like they were like it was a shame that it should have won, let alone been nominated. At least it was like they didn't even want to acknowledge Spike Lee because Spike Lee has always kind of pointed out certain people's positions in history with black people.
Go back to their positions.
Yeah, and then people don't like that when they race or they culture look. But that's the side you were on, or that's the side. That's what you were.
Those are the people that you're trying to impress because those are the people that run
the academy. So. That's why they always kind of look over him because the shit he's saying in his movies is 100% true, but it just makes certain people look like shit, and they don't like that. So, but Do the Right Thing is definitely a good ass movie. You should watch that shit. But they even just redid. You see, Giancarlo Esposito just redid the scene from Do the Right Thing where the white boy smudges Jordan. And he was like, he's like the dude.
He's a
legend, man. But
he's a legend.
That was his first like character. He was bugging out. He was Spike Lee's homie, like just out on the block. He was pretty much damn near. You would say he was the Smokey, but like he wasn't. But he wasn't. But he was in a way because he was kicking it with Spike. He was his homie, but he's the one that set off the shit that caused all the trouble. Just like Smokey set off. It's the same movie, but just I feel like they're 5 years apart, and just L.A. and New York. That's it. But even Martin, when you watch Martin, the episodes of Martin, he has like the Do the Right Thing poster in his house on because he's in the movie. He's in the movie, but he's like a young
one of the young niggas that was hanging out on the block.
And he talked like he had a list. Like what the fuck wrong with y'all niggas? That's how Martin was talking. So it's even funnier watching it now. Like, cause it's fucking like nigga, that's Martin, and fucking Samuel L. Jackson is the DJ.
Yeah, what's his name? Robin Harris is in.
Robin Harris. They said he was like 35 in that movie, bro. They like watch, nigga. That dude look like that nigga looks like.
But you gotta remember, Tony, back then niggas
wasn't taking care of themselves.
They was hanging out at the bars and shit like that.
But I ain't at the bar.
No, but not like that.
I'm like,
not
I
like
don't
that.
know what bar was these niggas.
Tony, when you hang out at the bar, you at work.
The nigga I hang out, these niggas hanging at a saloon. These niggas ain't hanging at the bar. These niggas hanging at the saloon. Nigga, at the brothel or something, cause that ain't bar life. But that nigga, R.I.P. He's a great. I actually was sad as fuck as a kid when I heard he died. That shit made me sad as a kid. I remember that's probably one of the first celebrities I felt like, and it wasn't even the Babyface kids. It was because I remembered him from Do the Right Thing. That's what's crazy. Everybody that I respect kind of in Hollywood movies is from that movie. And it was like, but they all stayed on a path of kind of good shit. Even Radio Raheem, like, but yeah, the Esposito dude, like fucking Breaking Bad, The Boys. That's Edgar. Like,
He just did what was that shit? Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I haven't seen it, but I know what he did. That fucking what else? It was something else he was in.
They just
He's Malcolm X. He's a nigga that one of the niggas that killed Malcolm X.
Far Cry.
He's in that.
He's
I never
in the
played
game.
it. I
He's
know
got
the
a
game, but I
whole,
never
like
played it.
animated character. Like he's in the story.
That's like the
of
big
game.
thing now.
Yeah, I played that. Man, he was in that shit.
Yeah, he's fucking.
I'm like, it felt like a movie, but he was animated. You know.
his resume is like pretty unmatched. Put it like that. And it all started.
And
from
he's
Spike
still
Lee
doing
movies.
shit.
And he's still doing. And now he's doing like sketches with comedians, like niggas I know. That's what he redid the scene from Do the Right Thing with a bunch of comedians, where like the nigga would like walk by and bump into, and he like yo and turn around, and then like the other comedians like run up behind him and kind of be like, "Why you talking shit?" So he just, and the only difference, he's just wearing the 4s that just came out like last month. So because he had 4s on in the '89.
I think for somebody like him at that point in his career, it's kind of like
it's fun.
You just want to have shit with everybody. You know?
It's like
everybody already views you as, like
the
we
man.
said, as this legend.
You the
right?
man, bro.
So if you got this whole new generation that's trying to do some shit, and I see a lot of other artists doing it, like E40, people like that. It's like you giving everybody that kind of.
Snoop kind of do it here and there.
Yeah.
Like I know what you mean. Like they just kind of glide and pass that torch without. Because you got to think, niggas passed the torch to Kendrick 13 years ago. Literally, like on stage, and Snoop and Dre was like, "This is gonna be the next nigga that's gonna be the man," and that's when like Kendrick was like crying on stage because like all the legends was like, "This nigga like the man," 13 years ago, and I feel that because just to go back for, I think a nigga that didn't do his history on hip hop, that because he isn't from our culture, didn't realize that I shouldn't be fucking with this nigga. You know what I mean? So that's how the same thing of Esposito is like, bro, this nigga's been in, and he kills everything he's in, from a fucking Lincoln Town Car commercial to a goddamn show on FX or Prime to a fucking movie to, it's dope. So that's even cool just to see him just still doing. I think it has to be fun to one, be looked at as like, all right, my peers know I'm dope, obviously, because I'm still getting calls to work. So and to work in the best shit. That's one. And then two, just off of like the fact that I've been doing it so long, and I'm sure he doesn't need to keep. No, I'm sure everybody wants to, and probably has some type of need to do it, but he don't need his pocket. You know what I mean? I think he's just like, so that's where it just becomes fun of, I am what I'm doing on the screen, and I'm killing this shit. So like, here we are. But that's dope.
Yeah.
I felt like he should have been on like Snowfall or something, like been a character, like a Connect, like a Colombian.
He should have been, what's his name? Oh yeah, the Colombian. Yeah, I can see that.
Or like Narcos or something. He could have been like one of. But I think that he had already kind of played that character in Breaking Bad. Yeah, he was like a Mexican or like Nicaraguan Connect or something. So yeah. You guys watch any boxing over the weekend?
Mm-mm.
You don't watch boxing, do you?
Gross.
China?
Like, no, I'll watch it
I
sometimes.
think it's barbaric.
Yes, and sometimes like when it gets crazy and blood and they start spit everywhere. No, I'm good.
So
Like
you
I
don't
can't watch
fighting?
those parts. Like I no, come on, peace and love. Okay, peace and love.
But there's no peace without war.
No. Anyways, so
I mean,
I don't watch it.
You ever like plan for war in a time of peace? And then because if you are like that's the same, would you rather be a gardener or like was people that garden and it's warriors, and it's like would you rather be a warrior in a garden or a gardener in a war? You see what I'm saying? So
I
like,
don't
you have to
condone
kind of like
fighting.
it doesn't mean to me it's the last resort. It's like it should be.
Yeah, but
you should be able to talk. You should be able to
but you're
talk or walk
talking about-
away.
But you're talking about a fight that is intentionally put on for entertainment and money. This is not war. This is.
I mean, that's where they go to war and
everything. But you can practice how to fight without actually putting together a fight to where we're intentionally trying.
If you
to
just
fight.
hit a bag forever and never actually like have the bag,
Nigga
You're
still got a
missing the
sparring partner
entertainment.
and all that shit before.
You're
you
That's
even go for the
different. A
fight.
sparring,
You're
but that's
missing
still a
the
fight.
entertainment part where you set up
That's not enough.
for people to get together and fight for the gain of money
for
and power.
since the beginning of time.
No, it's ridiculous.
Where
Anyways,
gladiators,
like
I
was
mean, at
saying-
least they have
like
free
I was
will
saying,
to do
that's
it
not
now.
the reason why I don't watch it though, because it is pretty entertaining. It's like, oh shit,
You
like
get into
you
it?
can really do that. I do get into it. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, once y'all start busting open blood
Busting
vessels,
it open.
bust that pussy. Nah, but once you start busting blood vessels and shit, and blood starts going everywhere, I will look away from the screen.
It's crazy that you
Until they wipe their face, and then I'm like,
as
okay, I
a-
can watch again, but I cannot. Like, it's just turns my stomach to see that kind of shit.
As a kid, I've always liked boxing. I was in boxing as a kid, but I always watched like boxing. But when UFC came, I could never watch that shit. Like when I would say like 16, 17 maybe, I think. I would like watch it because we had like those little boxes where you get the channels and shit, and I would turn to UFC. That shit would be so brutal. And that's when that shit, I like Pride. I love Pride now, but I couldn't watch Pride as a fucking as a teenager.
Pride. What do
You
you
love Pride now.
Pride was like Pride. It was a fighting
Like gay
organization. No, there was
Oh.
a company called Pride. Yeah,
Sorry.
everything.
That's
wasn't-
why I was like, what do you
everything.
mean, Pride?
Like, hey, LGBT. They took every fucking thing, names, colors. Like, bro, Pride was a fighting organization where niggas would get their head stomped. Like UFC has rules, and it's still brutal. Pride, if a dude is down, you could like it was called like soccer. You could soccer kick a nigga's head. You could like stomp on a motherfucker's head like on the ground, like while they had on the end. Like
All them
niggas,
fights was for money though.
yeah, and that was in like Japan. Pride was like the shit. But I what made me watch it was like I would see Pride fight. You would have to go on websites like those gory websites to watch Pride fights. They wasn't on even YouTube because even when YouTube started, Pride fights wasn't on it. But I went to my homie's house and he was watching one day, and the one that kind of changed it. I think once you get desensitized to anything, it's like I could just look at this shit and then you become like either amused or entertained by it. But when Rampage was fighting that Asian dude, and that's what made Rampage, because he was famous in the fighting world, but that's what made him a household name. He was fighting this big ass Asian dude, and then the Asian dude like choked him, like jumped on, had his legs around his neck, and he like choking the nigga. Rampage just like grips this nigga's like kind of neck or like his arm while he's still choking him with his legs, and like picks him up in the air off the mat and just slams this nigga on his head. And like the dude just went limp. And then he just cracked him like two. And the referee was like, "Oh shit!" That was a switch where I was like, "This shit is hard." To where it was everything pre that Rampage slam, and it's like he's still on doing shows to this day. You've seen him in commercials. He was in the A-Team movie playing Mr. T. He wears like a big ass lock like chain like on his shit, but it just that changed like honestly me watching fights, how I watch fights. So, but like boxing's always been cool. But just watching this shit over the weekend, I seen Adrian Broner get blasted across the ring. They got his tooth knocked out. Yeah.
I watched something this week. I think like at the end of the week, I was watching something, but I wasn't like watching it. You know what I mean? Like I was watching it, but I don't know the people who were fighting.
Like
you know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
on.
Yeah. No, not even that it was on. Like I was paying attention.
Was it on
I don't
ESPN?
know. I don't. Yeah, that's too much paying attention. I don't know. It was on the TV.
It was fights on Saturday, and I just same thing. They were on at the bar. I always just put the TVs on the.
But I'm saying like I couldn't tell you what fight I was watching.
I feel same. It was just I was watching something this weekend,
Yeah.
but the one where the dude got his tooth knocked, that wasn't even on that. That was like Friday or Thursday. I think that was Friday night, and Saturday was the one that was it was a bunch of fights just on. So that was probably what you were watching because it was.
There was the one that I was watching. I guess it was like these. They were getting booed because they were saying that it was like a
fix.
Not fixed, but they were saying like they weren't fighting as hard as they normally do.
I think that's the one, and the dude kept apologizing.
Yeah, he apologized at the end. Yeah, he was like, "I'm so sorry." It
And
wasn't
even
a good fight.
the announcer was apologizing during the fight.
That's
for the
one-
fight.
that's the one that I watched. I was like-
so we seen the same shit.
What
That's
was that
hilarious.
one?
I don't even know them niggas' names.
Yeah, see.
Like, and I watch boxing. It's just they're putting on shitty. Boxing is booming right now, and it's a Saudi. It's like a Turkey al Sheikh. It's a rich ass sheik, and he's like a young dude, like not super young, but like a young. He's not no old nigga, but he's dropping bread on like boxers and promoters. And he even said, "My mission is just to fix boxing because this shit is trash." Like, and I'm like,
That's $5, Cam.
Yeah, to
That's
each. That's
crazy.
$10. 5 each.
Right, 10
Nigga,
because
TV
your
like let me get
ass-
5. You just hear TV. but
Yo ass.
but the turkey
How
out
that happened?
yeah, I was like, I don't even got that ringtone,
It
and I
sounded
looked
like
at
I
my
heard
shit.
it in the
I did.
headphone.
It did. That's why I looked at my
Horrible.
shit like, what am I plugged into?
Horrible.
But yeah, he's just putting money and putting on really good boxing matches. You got Ryan Garcia. He's got trying to get Tank to fight. He's paying for Canelo. He got Wilder to come over there, and where he took his last loss, well, his second to last loss, the loss. Excuse me, the loss he had a couple weeks ago, where he got knocked the fuck out, and that was horrible. So, but that wasn't even his. That it's just right now boxing is in a good place, but it's still little shit shows going on. Put it like that. And it's good for anybody that can be seen on a card and they can be show their talent. But a lot of the promoters, they're doing their last hurrah because they know, damn, this Saudi dude is dropping bread and fucking cutting out. He's even like paying the promoters like go away just for like 2 fights. Like he's gonna come over here and make more money off of this 1 fight or 2 fights than he's made probably with 10 with you. So the boxers are like going over there, and the fights are dope because these are the fights people have wanted to see for the last 7-8 years with some of these people. So you have that, and then you have the what is it like the killer's last attempt to stay alive, and that's the Shady, the Bob Arums, the Al Haymans, PBC. Top Rank puts on cool shows here and there, but PBC is a shit show at this point, and that's where mostly all the black fighters went, and now they all jumped and went overseas and signed to other people again, and that shit is just sinking. So it was a good event, but it's just funny seeing so many big name boxers lose. Like, you know what I mean? That would talk the most shit, and one of them knocked out, and the other one got his tooth knocked out and had his legs up in the air. Pause. Like, nigga, you got ran through.
Oh my God.
You got tossed up.
Ran through and ran over.
Oh my goodness.
Ran down upon. He just all hithered and tithered.
Run down on me.
So yeah, thank you everybody. This has been another episode of Innovative
Did
Comedy.
you get your tattoo redid?
Yes.
That's dope. That make me wanna. This, hey, Rose, just
No,
my bad.
yours are staying. Mine don't stay.
But no, this, you know why this stay? And everybody out of all my tats be like, "Did you just get this done?" And I got this done for 2019. But I went to this tattoo supply shop in Lake Forest, and it was a cream. That was this is maybe like 2 of my tats on this arm, but I used that's why out of all my tattoos, this one looks the newest. So I can't remember the name of that fucking cream.
Well, thanks, Tony. So this information is pointless.
But I know where the shop is. It's in Lake Forest. Whatever the tattoo shop in Lake Forest, that
Tap
tattoo
in.
supplies, tap the fuck in, because that cream was a shit. Pause. But it really works. Yeah, that was it.
Or
But
maybe
yeah, it's
Tony
not. It looks
just
nice.
doesn't
though.
wash his hands.
Tell everybody where they can
I'm just
find you at.
Not this one.
That's gross. Are you right hand dominant?
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
But I use both. Tony Grams. Follow me on my bad. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GR. She tried to distract me again with the midriff.
We're done.
So you TONY_GRAMS. Follow me on IG. Make sure you tap in. Pull up to the show. What is it? June 21st, Stevens Steakhouse. Young Beefs comedy special, a comic special, and it's gonna be dope. I'll be most likely. I know the homie Young and Too Short. This Thursday. That's gonna be cracking. It'll be up in there. Like I'm sliding through.
Then they're going straight to Jamaica without me. But anyways,
Bah!
I'm not gonna go there.
Blow.
But yeah, as always, y'all stay addicted by following me on Instagram at THEE China White. That's the China White, the purest, the dopest. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. We have pool party, invite only. I will be there.
Am I invited?
Come and see. There's your invite right there. Look.
Okay, thank you.
Here, Tony. Here's your invitation to invite only.
I've been really thinking that over the last couple of days. I keep saying the flyers like, am I invited?
But yes, you'll find me there June 22nd. June 29th, we have the lifted floating experience with my girl Milk It and Joe from Keep It Vertical. And then actually on the same day, right after LFE, I'm going to try to make it to DJ Dirty's Compton karaoke.
I gotta pull up to that.
All my friends
And I
are
don't do
cool.
karaoke.
All my friends are doing something, so tap in with us because we always got something going on.
Do they do rap at the karaoke?
Yes, you
Okay,
do whatever.
thank you. Yeah, because
It's
most
lit.
karaoke they be like, it's just
No,
old.
it's all black people.
Okay.
It's lit as
I'm
fuck.
gonna bust out some
Lit as
currencies,
fuck.
some G for Rico, some
Yeah.
Larry. I'm
So-
in there performing, nigga. Like,
All this summer, I'm turning 30 in August, so we gonna be outside.
outside.
Outside. Turning 30. Ooh.
I'm cool as Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. And
We talk some shit and laugh.
we talked some shit and laugh today. So make sure y'all tap in with me, COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. What'd he say? Ask Tony why he puffing. What he puffing on?
Bunch is a kush.
Shout out to Melo Spelato.
Oh yeah, that's that spell lotto, you know. There's some of that real deal, you know.
We almost had 150, y'all.
And plant science.
Innovative comedy, we going strong. Y'all just keep tapping in.
What are we at? Yeah, I lost count at like I think I lost count at like 130, like 129 or
135.
Okay. All right, I knew I wasn't far off. I think I lost count at like 127 to like I was like, are we at like 134? All right, that's dope. Damn. So this is 135? See that, y'all? Y'all been with us this long, y'all. See the hand? This is the hand of gratitude. See that hand? It's clean too.
Oh, God. It's the clean one.
It's the clean. You see, that's the callback. That's what we was talking about.
Save your
China,
friend.
China was like,
Save your
she
friend
was
and
like,
cut that
she was
out.
like, they were doing like callbacks. They were doing, hey, Netflix is a joke. Hey, shh. Innovative. That's it.
Where's my ride? I gotta pee. Do you think he left his thing open so I can pee?
I gotta pee. We done? We off?
Innovative.
We off? Innovative comedy.